I think if you just mention in the top five, even top three biggest African teams in Africa, in the women's department, that is, I don't think you could mention that as without Banyana Banyana. I'd say that Morocco is definitely up there, Nigeria is up there, but South Africa is definitely in the mix. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Corner Flag, and you are here with your favorite host, Dashane. And as you all know, if you're in Pretoria, this is the place to be because you are shooting our episodes at Islo Studios. And today, we will be reacting to, the 23 lady squad, Banyana Banyana squad, that has been chosen for the Olympic qualifiers. We are, of course, going up against Tanzania. And yeah, let's just see who they pick for the squad. I'm really excited about this one. Banyana Banyana has come up a lot in the past. I mean, back then, I'd say, even in star power, back then you'd have like your Portia Maurices, of course. But over time, we've had like a team of more stars and people who can carry the team forward. I remember when we had Thembi Kgatlana, and she won her African Football of the Year at the same time as Salah. I can't really remember the year it was, but I remember the Football of the Season around the same time. And even then, it was like Banyana Banyana was heavily reliant on her. And she's a great player, don't get me wrong. But after she got injured, you could see that, we're in a little bit of trouble. But since then, we've grown a lot. We have your Jermaine Sopesenos who are there. Your breadwinners are in there. Your Nomvola, the lipstick ladies are in there. There's just so many stars now. Refilo Jane is also in there, of course. So just waiting to see how much more we can grow and how much more we can improve, because it has been a steady, rise in Banyana Banyana over the past few years. I think if you just mention in the top five, even top three biggest African teams in Africa, in the women's department, that is, I don't think you could mention that as without Banyana Banyana. I'd say that Morocco is definitely up there, Nigeria is up there, but South Africa is definitely in the mix when it comes to that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and look at the squad. And for the goalkeepers, our dear coach, Desire Ellis, went with Andile Dlamini, Kaylin Swart, and Katla Khomolotsane. Okay, that sounds about right? This is good. And for the defenders, Karabo Dlamini, Fikile Mahama, Asanda Hadebe, Lona Themba Mhlongo, Noko Matlu, and Labuhang Ramalepe. Okay, so we have our veterans in there, of course. Noko Matlu, very, very good player. She's really, really good. Has been with Banyana Banyana for the longest time. I think she's even switched around positions. She used to be a striker at some point, and now she's a defender. But she's definitely a great servant of the nation, so we're proud of her. And going into our midfielders, she chose Linda Motlalo, Nomvola Khwale, Lese Khonkwane, Pumelele Shamase, Talia Schmidt, Kolosa Biana, and Amohalang Motao. Okay, no, definitely a good squad over there. A missing name would be like your Faith Noctula in there, as well as your Refilo Jane, but we'll talk about those. And the next one is for the forwards, Nicole Michael, Notolo Sesane, okay, Gabriela Salgado, Hilda Makhaya, Ntabiseng Magia, Jermaine Sepeseno, and Thembi Kgatlana. So we have our Mexican ladies up in there, right? The ones who are playing out in the Mexican League, doing very, very well. I'm talking about Kgatlana, of course, who's playing for Tigres. I believe Hilda Makhaya, as well as Notolo, are playing for Mazatlan, and they've been absolutely phenomenal ever since they've gone there. Notolo, I think, got injured, but so for a period of time, so she wasn't playing. But Hilda has always kept the momentum going, of course, assisting and scoring in almost every other game. So yeah, it's great to see those. Jermaine Sepesson as well. She was injured, but it's great to see she's back. Also scored on her return. Of course, playing her club football for Rayadas, right? I think it's Monterrey Rayadas. I think it's like these names are like synonymous with the same team. But absolutely phenomenal, and I really love her her celebration. That's really, really good. Great confidence from Jermaine Sepesson from there. And yeah, I think it's a really, really good squad. As I said, I really would have loved to see somebody like Faith Nokto, who plays for Blackburn Rovers, getting a shot. I think she's always been on the fringes, but not really getting a shot like that. And also you mentioned Refula Jane, possibly injured. We didn't really get a reason why she didn't get selected as well. But apart from that, I'll say it's a pretty solid squad. The forwards are really, really scary for Banyana Banyana right now. Nokolo, and as I said, Nokolo Sesane, as well as Hilda, they've been the star players for the Mazatlan side. It seems like they had been languishing in the bottom part of the league ever since they came through, but the two of them basically just took the team to another level. So we're really, really proud of those girls. Thank you so much for raising the South African flag high, the African flag high, and just keep performing. Keep performing. We really, really love to see it. And we will cover the game, of course, of Banyana Banyana versus Tanzania. We're looking forward to that for the Olympic qualifiers. But I do suspect that Banyana will come away with the victory, especially because the forwards are so good. It's a really, really scary forward lineup for Banyana Banyana. This brings us to the end of our video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, like, share. And for those who have been subscribing and viewing in, I really do appreciate those. It doesn't go unnoticed. But until next time, I'll see you again in the next video.